Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing okay myself. So what I want to talk about today, man, is I read an article by a sports writer from Boxing Scene. He writes on Boxing Scene. He's a sports writer named Lyle Fitzsimmons. And he wrote an article about Amir Khan and how he always felt like Amir Khan would have beat Floyd Mayweather. And one of his main points that he brings up in the article is the fact that Amir Khan beat Zab Judah, stopped him in a few rounds in 2011, the same Zab Judah that Floyd Mayweather went 12 rounds with. So this is his point. His main point, or one of his main points in comparison. And you know, comparisons has its validity, but it's not always good, especially when you're talking about one of the greatest fighters of all time, Floyd Mayweather, and you're trying to compare his performance with Zab Judah and Amir Khan's performance with him. So now we gotta, talk about that, right? So Floyd Mayweather fought Zab Judah back in 2006, right? And that was the best Zab Judah that he fought. That was the best version of Zab Judah. All right, and Zab Judah wasn't a bad fighter. Zab Judah was a very good fighter. He was fast. He knows how to throw punches, and he got power, right? Mind you, he was knocked out by Costa Zoo, some years before that, a few years before that, he was knocked out by Costa Zoo, cold out, wobbly legs and all of that. But he rebounded from that. He was on a win streak. So when he fought Floyd Mayweather, man, he was at his best. Okay, and mind you, Floyd Mayweather, he was just getting to the welterweight division. Okay? He just came into the welterweight division in 2005, and he fought Zab Judah in 2006. So he was just getting introduced to the welterweight division. Okay, remember this now. Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather, he had a couple of good rounds. The first two rounds, maybe if you want to give him three with Floyd, because again, he was the best at that point in time, 2006. That was the best Zab Judah you was gonna see. And like I said, with the speed and the power he got, the way he throws combinations, yes. And countering, yeah, he caught Floyd with some shots. And he even dropped Floyd because Floyd's glove hit the canvas. So that would really have been considered a knockdown. They didn't call it though. Richard Steele didn't call that. However, it would not have dictated the outcome of the fight. All right? That's the bottom line. It wasn't going to dictate that. Floyd was going to beat him regardless, because Floyd is patient and he knows how to break you down. So once Floyd started really figuring him out, and he figured him out, then it was a done deal. Then Floyd started busting him and breaking him down, right? To the point where what happened? See, people want to talk about it went 12 rounds. What happened though? Zab Judah was about to get stopped. And what does Zab Judah do? He hit Floyd with a low blow. Dirty. Then he hit him on top of the head. After the low blow, then he was coming to hit him on top of the head. So he's fighting dirty because what? He was losing. And he knew he was going to get hurt and stop. So then that started a melee. Roger Mayweather got in the ring. His father got in the ring. And that started a big thing. And Floyd just held the composure. And yeah, they finished out the fight. But it didn't have the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because that low blow was vicious. And like I said, he also hit him on top of the head, and he was about to hit him again, right? Until the ref stepped in. So now you're going to compare, Lyle Fitzsimmons, this sports fighter is going to compare those two fights to try to say what? There's no comparison, because he stopped him in 5 rounds. Because after Floyd Mayweather, after that fight, Zab Judah, he lost. After Floyd, he lost before he fought Amir Khan, right? Okay, So now the version that you got in 2011 was not the version that Floyd Mayweather fought. Two different Zab Judas. All right? So there's no comparison, is my point. And so to think that Amir Khan would have beat Pretty Boy Floyd, absolutely not. I don't give a damn what speed he got. Nah. Amir Khan would not have beaten him. He might have gave him some trouble, or he might have gave him some discomfort, you know, in the early rounds, just like Zab did, right? Because he got the speed and all of that. Floyd would have had to figure him out. But once he figures you out, it's a done deal. That's how boxing goes. So no, Amir Khan wouldn't have beat him. He would have hit him. He would have scored some shots, and he would have made Floyd have to adjust and readjust. But Floyd would have eventually broke him down. Okay. You look at Floyd's career. You look at Amir Khan's career. Just look at what happened. Floyd didn't lose to nobody. Amir Khan been on the canvas a few times. Okay, and he's not no old dude. He's just 35 now. And look how he just went out with Kell Brook. Okay, stopped. Look how he went out with Crawford. Stopped. How in the hell could you think that he could have handled Floyd Mayweather in 2006 or 7 or any time? When you want to say 2011, whenever you want to call it, 15, how could you have think that he would have been able to handle Floyd Mayweather? No, he would not have. Even though Floyd is not a power puncher, he still would have broke him down and got him up out of there. Okay? So these comparisons, man, sometimes, man, they're ridiculous. Now, like, keep it real. If you don't like Floyd Mayweather, you don't like somebody, just say you don't like him, you don't care for him, you like this fighter. But don't be unrealistic to say that Amir Khan would have beat Floyd Mayweather because of some intangibles. Okay? It just wouldn't have happened. There's no way that he would have beat Floyd Mayweather unless Floyd Mayweather was at his worst, and he would have had to knock Floyd Mayweather out, which is almost impossible to beat him. He wasn't just going to beat him with that speed and them punches, because Floyd is going to be doing the same thing to him. So how's he going to handle that? Okay? That defense of Floyd, he would not have been able to penetrate that. Okay? He never fought nobody with no defense like that, Amir Khan. And if you want to look at Canelo when they fought, okay, you can look at that if you want to. And yeah, he gave Canelo some discomfort in that fight. But Canelo's patient. He's a counterpuncher. And what happened? He eventually started busting him down, broke him down, and then he knocked him out. So it wasn't going to last. So we look at the first couple of rounds and say, oh, man, yeah, okay. Amir Khan knows how to fight. He's a fighter. But did it last? No. Canelo adjusted to his fight, to his game, and then he got him up out of there. And that's what boxing is all about. If I don't get you now, I might get you later. Okay? So when we make these comparisons, man, we got to be real careful. All right? And I'm the type of person that I'm going to break it down and tell you, man, nah, that wouldn't have happened. Pardon me. That wouldn't have happened. Okay? So peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Everyone enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. And we'll be on with something else a little later, or maybe tomorrow. All right? Peace.